The pandemic, as we know, affected Las Vegas tremendously, especially those who work on or around the Strip. I spoke with a member of the weddings industry who tells me how he was able to weather the storm and what part locals played in doing that. When a couple tied the knot here around this time 1 year ago, little did Daniel Vallance know those would be the last wedding bells to ring from the Little Church of the West for quite some time.
The chapel was around during the Second World War and remained open, so sort of to close the doors for a pandemic, seemed extremely strange at the time,
And they had the difficult task of letting hundreds of lovebirds know their nuptials had to be nixed.
The shutdown directly affected between 400 and 500 couples.
At least temporarily, the church had to close for a period, along with the Strip's many casinos. And typical springtime tourism came to a screeching halt, basically overnight, affecting everything. And in the wake of devastation, an unexpected trend emerged, a new form of travel established by locals.
For 6 weeks, the Strip turned into the most impressive cycle lane you've ever seen. And there was hundreds of people every night doing it. There was nothing else to do,
And while the church helped out the locals,
with us being at the south end of the Strip, we opened up our parking lot to locals who would leave their cars here, and everyone started cycling down the Las Vegas Strip.
the locals helped out the church.
They kept coming, as soon as we were open again, so that, they kept the lights on for us for those dark months. The locals got us through, and thank you very much.
Now, he says they've never been so busy.
There's now 2 years worth of people that are trying to get married in a 1 year space. So, we've been extremely busy the last couple of months with future bookings.
And while what happened 1 year ago is still hurting so many, it seems it's our resilience that has continuously risen to the surface.
You'll see a reflection of that throughout Las Vegas. I think Las Vegas is often the first place to suffer, economically, but I think it's also the first place that bounces back,
Now, he says he feels Las Vegas weddings and wedding chapels are going to make a big comeback because he said there's no better time for an inexpensive wedding than now. I'm Maddie White, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.